Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We take care of everything in our life. Finance, neighbor, dogs, wife, children, figure. But we have hardly paid any attention to our mind. It is the mind by which, in which, through which we live our life. If there is no mind, there is no life. One day in Bombay it happened. One Gujarati family invited me for food. After I finished my food, then they said, Swamiji, our Dadi Ma is ill, kindly bless her. That day I confirmed the statement, there is nothing like free dinner in this world. So I had to bless. And I don't know what is the meaning of blessing. So I went there. Being professional, I can bluff. So I went there. That old lady, she was in coma. All the tubes here and there was one nurse. So I thank God at least somebody is to talk. So I started talking to the nurse. And I said, hey, are you getting your payment regularly? She said, yes, Swamiji. I said, pray to the Lord. She continues more. After some time, then they came to see how Swamiji gives the blessing. The moment they came, immediately I took her dead hand in my hand, put my hand on that, and I kissed my hand. Not that hand, it is so dead one. And then just moving the lips. Now who can challenge what I am doing? And after that was over, then I went. Third day he came again. Swamiji, thank you very much, you came to our house that day. I said, I don't remember, who are you? He said, no, you came to our house. I said, so what? No, you blessed our Dadi Ma, she was ill. Then my heart started beating. Now what happened? Whether my blessing has revived her and therefore they have come to kill me, or because of my blessing she died. Both ways. They say, Swamiji, we could not see her miseries. By God's grace and your blessing, she has merged in the Absolute. I said, don't bluff. A person who is in coma never suffers. A person who has to pay the bills, he suffers. See, friends, in coma, our mind is non-functional. See, in coma, there is only life. There is no body left in the body. Be very attentive. Mind has two aspects. One aspect is the mind expresses as life. This is one aspect. Please come and land anywhere you like. And the second aspect is mind takes the shape of the particular body, where the mind is expressing as life. Two things. Like gold supports the ornament, this aspect of gold is common for all the ornaments. The second aspect of the gold is the gold takes the shape and the form of a particular ornament. This name, shape, form, utility associated with the ornament differentiate them among each other. So this is a wedding ring, this is an anniversary ring, see, The other day, I received one WhatsApp. For the bachelors, 1st April is a Fool's Day. 1st April is a Fool's Day, no? April Fool. For the bachelors, 1st April is a Fool's Day. For the married people, it is anniversary. So, these shapes, forms, they differentiate from each other. And what makes the difference? The differences. See, exactly the same way. Mind expresses in every body. If you are a Malayali, every body. In every body, the mind expresses as life. And life is common. Expression of life are common. Hunger, thirst, health, disease, confusion, anger, greed, lust, common. These are the common expressions of life. Then what are the specific expressions of life? These specific expressions of life are the result of, please get in or get up. Up means up there. So, the specific expressions of life are I versus you. See? Once it happened in Calcutta many years before. There was, this puja, Durga Puja, and we went to see with some youngsters. And they saw that I say, you do puja and convey my hello also to Amma and come back, I am sitting here. I can't go in the crowd. So they came back and it was morning, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So on the footpath, so many people were sleeping. So I was standing there. And I said, yes. I said, now tell me what you have seen. Oh, it was such a beautiful decoration and all that. I said, very good. Now see here. Yes. Now tell me what you are seeing. You have seen goddess there. Now tell me what you are seeing here. Oh, Swamiji, poor people, they don't have house. One. Second one, there are some ladies, there are some gents. Third one, there is one goat, there is one dog also. Fourth one, I said, enough. At this moment, they are neither man nor woman, neither young nor old. All the differences in them are dissolved, and all are only life. Be attentive. It is this aspect of the mind which creates the differences we have to work upon. See, if somebody has hunger, there is no problem. Hunger is a natural expression of life. Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, Shariram kevalam karma kurvan napnoti kilbisham. When we sustain life by feeding, by protecting, by giving medicine, etc., it doesn't create sin or merit. But when you are taking food and you cry, I want that particular type of food or else I will not eat. See, when you have to go and protect yourself by, from the cold by clothes, no, I want that particular type of jacket, not this one, I will not put, then the sin is created. See friends, normally we have been working in our life through the mind. We have never worked on our mind. See? Like in how we work on our body and how we work through our body. We work through our body. When we are told to do something, we do angrily, working by the body. Working on the body, will you please take ice cream? No, I am, careful about my weight. It's more calories. So when you talk about calories, you are working on the body. When you are doing your day-to-day job, you are working by the body. Apply this principle on your mind. we work by the mind. See, for example, one expression, working by the mind. Anything or anybody we see, our commentary begins. He is good, she is bad. Why they are like, did anybody ask you? No. Then working by default. See, this principle I learned many years before. How we work by the mind and don't work on the mind. This must be about 25-30 years before. I was in Badrinath, and there used to be one great Amma, and I went, spent about 2-3 months there, and one day I was sitting with her. That time I was young and handsome, etc., etc. Arey yaar, it's not a joke, it's a truth. खंडहरों से पता चलता है कि एक जमाने में इमारत बुलंद थी. See, so I said, Mama, I am going to stop giving lectures. Enough of these lectures. So she laughed. She was a Nepali lady, very sweet. She laughed. I said, Mama, why are you laughing? She said, I am laughing because you are answering whose question? See how simple it is. When I said, I am going to stop giving lectures, her question was, whose question you are answering? Who has asked you this question? See, friends, we comment on the world. Who has asked you about this world? How the world is? Friends, look at this point. This is working by the mind. We evaluate, we comment, we suggest. No need. See? Then you are working on the mind. But for us, unless we comment, we can't digest food. You sit for taking food and comment. इसमें थोड़ा नमक कम होता तो अच्छा रहता. But I didn't ask you, eat, otherwise go away. See, friends. So we have to start working on the mind. And what is the meaning of working on the mind is the text given in this. Here or there. There is one picture of one Mahatma. His name is Samartha Ramdas Swami. He was the guru of Shivaji Maharaj. And he has composed many beautiful things. Among them, there are 205 verses composed in the local language Marathi. And it is an exhaustive treatment given to the mind. How the mind is functioning, what should be done so that we are working on the mind. This is what we have to learn. So, before we start working on the mind, let us understand some basic things. Number one, it is something like this. Once I was going with some Swamiji, Bada Swamiji, by car in Rajasthan. And on the way, the car stopped for some reason. So we had to get down, and the Bada Swamiji was sitting behind. Kya ho gaya? I said, I don't know, I'll find out. So I got down. Driver also got down. I said, kya ho gaya? Find out. He said, I don't know anything what is below the bonnet. I know only how to drive the car. I said, my God, now. Then I looked here and there. Under some tree, there was some mechanic who was doing some puncture and all kinds of simple things. I asked him, I said, hey, do you know something? He was having his mouth filled with not chewing gum. In India, we don't chew the gum. We give gum. Gum is miseries. We don't become miserable. We give miseries to others, So he was having mouth full with pan, tobacco. So when I asked him, he can't talk, otherwise the spray will come. And then he came and he just gave a push and opened the bonnet and singing, not touching anything, really like a Wi-Fi. And then he took a stone nearby and he hit somewhere. He said, start. And the car started. So I said, hey, thank you very much. How much we have to pay? So then he has to talk. So he did the Abhishek. And he said, 100 rupees. So I told Bada Swami, sir, he is asking 100 rupees. 100 rupees only for hitting a stone? Swamis are very conjuice. They take somebody else's money and don't spend. Look here. Height of being, conjuice, stingy. So I said, I don't know. Then I said, hey, go and talk to Bada Swami. He is the cashier. I don't have anything. So he again scolded him. You have simply hit one stone and you are taking 100 rupees. He said, no, Maharaj. Then for hitting one stone, I have taken 1 rupee. Where to hit for that 99 rupees? See, friends, this is what we do. See? We open your bonnet and find out where is the fault. And the fault is, you expect, as a husband, I should be happy. This is the wrong thing. Then what we do, you take the stone and hit. And then, now I am all right. See, friends, we have to locate where is the problem. So for that, we must know what is happening under the bonnet. See, we all suffer exclusively because of the mind. Upanishad says, Amrita Bindu Upanishad, Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho bandhaya vishaya saktam muktam nirvishayam smrutam. Mind is the cause for bondage as well as the mind is the cause for freedom. Both. Mind becomes the cause of bondage when it is used as an instrument. So we start working by the mind. When we start working by the mind becomes a cause of bondage. When we start working on the mind, the same mind becomes the cause of liberation. See? So we must know the chemistry of mind, how the mind functions, and what are the problems of mind. See, many times we are told, control your mind. The one who tells, he also doesn't know, and the one who hears, he never knows. Control your mind. So what they do, you must have seen the meditation cartoons, they do like this, What is happening? Controlling the mind. We don't know, controlling the mind or BP. Controlling something. No. Controlling mind means, first of all, what are the problems of the mind? Mind has, first, high frequency of thoughts eruption per second. First problem. Mind is constantly emitting thoughts, non-stop. Who wants thoughts? Nobody wants. And yet the thoughts don't cease. They continue to erupt non-stop. And that eruptions of thoughts is expressed in our own life as talking to oneself. Such people, they say, I am sentimental. That means a preparation for being mental. Nobody wants thoughts, but everybody is fed up of thoughts. Then what we do? We go to Babajis like us. And then we ask, Maharaji, I do meditation. One person asked me on Singapore airport. I was comfortably sitting and enjoying Singaporeans. He came, he said, "Can I sit here?" I said, "I don't know." This is what I learned from the Australian children. You ask them anything, they say, "I don't know." It is such a lovely answer that you are saved from all complications. So I said, "I don't know." You sit, don't sit, okay. Thereafter, he said, "No, actually I am doing meditation for last 30 years. I said, "It's your problem." It's not my problem. No, my problem is everything is perfect in meditation except the mind is running here and there. You could laugh, I could not laugh. See, friends. Then I ask him a question. Thoughts come only in the mind, my dear. Will you see? So whenever I take a book, I put near the ears, I can't read. You can't read by ears. You have to put before the eyes. Oh. So when the book comes before the eyes, you can read? Yes. Acha, very good. Similarly, where the thoughts will come? Thoughts will come only in the mind. Thoughts will not come in the nose, you crrr and remove them. No. They have to come only in the mind. And if eyes can see, it is not a problem. Similarly, if mind has thoughts, it cannot be a problem. See, friends. But we want, there should not be thoughts in the mind. Then go to Babaji. Then give mantra. And then Babaji, it is said, when you do mantra japa, you are protected. But they don't tell the secret, I will tell you the secret. The Babaji is protected from the devotees. Because they give him mantra. See, you chant this Maha Mantra. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Every day you have to chant 36 malas. Now he is booked. Next time that devotee comes, "Beta, how is your japa going on? Run away." See, friends, that is not the way. We have to work on the mind. See? So, working on the mind means, number one, reduce the frequency of thoughts per second eruptions. First thing, reduce. This is what is said over here. Now, this one point we'll take, how the thoughts can be reduced. First of all, thoughts are different from each other because of the contents of the thoughts. Like every object that I see, like I see this side one person, the second person, third person, fourth person. So they are half a dozen of them, separate from each other. So every person is caught in independent thought. In the womb of the thought is the content of the thought. See, friends. So, when we are entertaining too many thoughts, what does it mean? We are entertaining too many things, too many beings, too many issues. And then only complain. See, friends, the first way to work on the mind is stop complaining. And once you take this as your spiritual practice, then you are really started working in the spiritual world, Adhyatmik Kshetra. Otherwise, you will be only working by the mind. Take the mala in the hand. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Even the gods get confused. Kisko bula raha hai? You must have seen how they do it, Onush, 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 onush. This is actually Om Namah Shivaya. Onush, onush, onush. As if scolding Shivji. Don't scold Shiva. He never listens anyway. See, friends, therefore, first of all, we reduce the themes. Reduction of the themes is one technique by which we can reduce the frequency of thought eruptions per second. Now, how it is reduced? First of all, decide. When we start, like in KG1, KG2, we are taught what is short, what is long, because these are concepts. They can't be taught by words. What is near, what is distant. So one child learned this short and long. So the child told mother, Mummy, two persons have come. Who are they? Oh, one is short, one is long. That is what he has learned. So they try to apply that principle. So in the same manner, we first of all apply this principle of reducing the themes of the mind. So when you are in KG1, initial stages of your mind control, find out a particular time, particular place, particular altar, sit before the Lord, and that time make a firm resolution for next 20 minutes, 10 minutes, I belong to nobody in this world. When you do this, you are nobody, you have nothing. When you are nobody and you have nothing, you can't have thoughts. Give it a chance. Don't do it for hours together. I want to sit for meditation for 18 hours. Forget about it. 18 seconds is more than enough. So sit before. For next 10 minutes, nobody, nothing I have. See. Then next step, try. Right now. No postponement. Very simple. These two things you try. Without your efforts, your mind will be dissolved in the consciousness. Today when I was in Mamata's house, new house, everything new, bathroom new, open the tap, no water, new, kora karkar. So, after all that was over, I said, okay, I had my tea and now let me sit down. The moment I sat down, these two things happened. Number one, don't talk to yourself and listen to silence. Be attentive. Talking is karmendriya, organ of action. Listening is jnanendriya, organ of perception. Mind is two in one. Mind is both organ of action as well as organ of perception. Two things. So sit down and do this japa. Don't talk, listen to silence. Don't talk, listens to silence. Take a deep breath, relax. When a river flows, in that flow of river or the waters, you come across whirlpools. Be very attentive. When the rivers or the waters are flowing, in that flowing water, there are whirlpools. Thus, there are two movements of waters. One movement is from the origin to the end. It is a common movement. The second movement is in that whirlpool, it is a centripetal movement. Any object, an insect, an animal, a wooden log, anything, when it is going in that common movement of waters from the origin to the end, that is our life. All of us begin from birth and conclude in death. Life begins, life ends. Gangaji begins in Gomukh and ends in Ganga Sagar. This is unidirectional flow of waters for all the waters. Water is always used a plural word. Water is never used as a single word, singular word. Plus, in that whirlpool, there is centripetal movement. When an object goes and lands in that whirlpool, there it is sucked below and starts suffering till it is thrown out again. Again it comes to normal. This is exactly what is happening with every one of us. Life is going on smooth. And then we get identified with the whirlpool. I am man, I am woman, I am husband, I am wife, I am son, man, daughter, I am in-law, I am outlaw. And you are pulled down. When you are pulled down, you start suffering. And then you go to sleep. And when you go to sleep, again you are out of the whirlpool. Life continues. Again, we get identified with the body, with the personalities. Again, we are sucked below. And again, we start suffering. And thus, this river of life is going on from birth till death. In between, how many times we are pulled down, we suffer, we come out of it after deep sleep. I am fresh again. Again continue. Again another chakkar comes. Again we get into it. Again we suffer. See friends, when life is flowing normally, there are no problems. The moment we get identified with anything finite, pulling us down, the centripetal force, samsara begins. All the spiritual life is working on this mind. See friends, therefore, we have to reduce the number of thoughts per second. And for that, when we sit before the Lord, etc., for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, during that time, remain as nobody. That means you are only general life. You are not in the whirlpool. You are not pulled down as a personality. Therefore, first step in reducing this frequency of thoughts is learn to remain as Mr. Nobody. Be attentive. Whenever thoughts come in our mind, every thought has its origin from Mr. Somebody. See? Become somebody. Become husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister, in-law, outlaw. Close your eyes and see the thoughts. When you become husband, wife will scold you. When you become child, the father will scold you. And when you remain nobody, no thoughts. See, friends, we have to work on this. Now the next step comes. How can we attain this nobody status? So for that, find out who is nobody. Nobody is the one who doesn't have past. Because who is somebody? Somebody is a mule carrying the burden of the past relations and past possessions. Drop the possessions and relations, you are nobody. See? So when we, with this understanding, we sit before the Lord, then we have to train the mind now. That mind should entertain only one species of thoughts, not too many. And that is what is called here, that we have to start chanting the Lord's name. Jaya cheni sange samadhan bhange ahanta akasmata yevo nalage taye sangati chi jani kona godi jiye sangati ne mati rama sodi. Learn that you must remain in the right company. Don't get lost in the wrong company. See, friends, you must have seen before going to sleep. See, the other day I was listening one particular bhajan in the car also. And that Hari Mukhe Vana, that bhajan I was listening. And whole night I could not sleep. It was going on. See? Similarly, you see a terrible movie, Dead becomes alive. And you see that movie, horror movie at night. And that fellow comes and his two canine teeth, they are grown beyond proportion. And he goes and bites one girl. And I don't know how they find beautiful girls. He goes and bites her. And then the blood starts coming. And that particular picture scene takes possession of your mind and you sleep. Aa gaya. See? How much care we take, what kind of food we should give to our rubbish body? See? We should take organic. Organic vegetarian, organic beef. Organic, today when I was coming, I read a big truck, Australian organic beef. I said, Australians can do anything. See, friends. So, how much care we take about the food, but what care we have taken about what food we are giving to the mind. See, friends. Therefore, to reduce the frequency of thoughts, curtail your exposure to from the unwanted things. About this, I will tell one simple technique. One day, somewhere in Bombay, in Bangalore, in India, there was a very big group of youngsters, maybe about 1,000, 2,000, and a big program. And 2-3 of us were sitting after the program was over, question answer. And some questions came and wise people were answering, and I was happy because I had nice cup of tea and samosa. So one question came and then they say, now let this question be answered by Swamiji. So I had no choice. Question was, what is your opinion about Ram Janmabhoomi temple construction? I said, you have been listening to the wise people with all seriousness. Let us relax, okay? I'll tell you a story instead of an answer. So all the youngsters were very happy. At least there is something non-serious in life. And then I said, look here. Why the girls cut their hair, I have no opinion. Why should I have opinion about somebody else's hair? Why some people have this funny kind of hairstyle? They have got, the spikes coming in between and both sides it is shaved. Why they do like that? I have no opinion. Why people don't go to temple? I said, I have no opinion. Meaning, we are not obliged to have opinion on every issue, is it not? Yes. I say same way. I have no opinion on this issue. Relax. See, friends, this is one of the most important technique. We don't have to opine on every issue in life. And for that, follow this Australian technique. I don't know. Over in one go. Relax. See? Naturally, your thought frequency will start coming down. Therefore, it is said here, Jaya cheni sange samadhana bhange. That because of which your mind remains disturbed, keep away, don't fight with the world. More important is the peace of our mind than the pieces in the world. It is more important. See, to become miserable because of somebody is the height of foolishness. Why should I become miserable because of the world? I have not created the world. World has got every right to be miserable. If somebody is miserable, tathastu. Don't become miserable. Value the peace of mind as the utmost achievement in life. Because whatever we are doing, for what? For getting the mind disturbed or to keep the mind in peace? See, friends, therefore, Jaya cheni sange samadhana bhange akasmata ahanta yevulage, and that because of which we start getting, very much arrogant, I am like that, I am not like others, be attentive. The ahankar, the ego of Sattva Guna, goodness is more dangerous than the ego of the bad qualities. If somebody is lazy, he can give up laziness and become active. If somebody is greedy, he may give up greed and become normal. If somebody is angry, he may give up anger and become non-angry. But if somebody is getting up early in the morning at 4 o'clock, doing the meditation, doing the japa, taking bath, not eating non-vegetarian, going to the temple, putting all the marks on the body wherever there is a possibility. Now to that person, there is no further possibility of improvement. He has come to a cul-de-sac. Then what he will do? I am not like others, getting up late in the morning at 8 o'clock. I get up at 7:45 and again go to sleep. No, man. This goodness is the most dangerous thing. This is what Arjuna's character was in the first chapter. Let our goodness be not compared with the limitations and weaknesses of others. This is what the so-called goodness is. Therefore, Jaya cheni sange ahanta akasmat yevulage, taya sangati chi jane kod godi. Why should we get involved in this kind of company? So, keep the goal clear in mind. The goal of our life is very clear. I'll tell you my goal of life and where I learned it. This happened in Calcutta many years before. There used to be one great master who has influenced my life tremendously. So, there was one function lecture going on and there was such a chaos over there. And I was feeling so angry because of the chaos. I felt like getting up, telling everybody, shut up, don't talk. Swami is talking. But I had no courage, so I kept quiet and burning inside. And when all that was happening, that Mahatma Ji was quietly sitting undisturbed, like Himalayas, quiet. And somebody in that chaos read a question paper to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 questions. And after that, he said, okay, sit down. And he restated those questions. And the restatement included all the answers. Without any agitation, without any disturbance. My worry was, in such a chaos, how he will hear. See, friends, that day I told Bhagavan Krishna, hang around. If I have to achieve anything in life, this is the goal. Under any set of circumstances, the equanimity of the mind should not be corrupted. And this is what Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita. See? Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. When we live in this world, the most important thing is, where is our attention? Is our attention on the world or on I or on the quality of the mind? If our attention is on the world, then because of me, world should improve. I guarantee frustration is there. Where God has failed to improve the world, we will improve the world. Second thing, attention is on me. I am like that, I am like that. Nobody wants such a person. Then where should be the attention? On the quality of the mind. Before we begin any job, mind must be at peace. There was one girl, she did some performance and became very nervous when she has to sing. So afterwards she says, Swamiji, I don't know what happened, I am prepared so much and but the moment I go on the stage I feel nervous. Why it happens? I said, okay, you ask me now, listen. Never prepare when you go on the stage. Be prepared all the time. You have given your examination, driving this, car driving examination. That time, how much you prepare and all that, and then you sit and that person is sitting there, and when you have to get down, you forget, you have to leave the steering inside. You lift it and come. Over preparation. Relax, relax, relax. Don't overdo anything. Disturbed mind is the source of all the problems. Don't look at each other. What I see from here, you can't see from there. Immediately, happy wife. Disturbed mind is the source of all the problems in life. See? Undisturbed mind is solution for all the problems of life. See, friends. And it is in our hands. Nobody can do it for us. We have to learn, we have to work on the mind. Start working on the mind. So, Tiye sangati chi jadi kono godi, jiye sangati ne mati rama sodi. Here the meaning of Ram is a word indicating your own mind. Be attentive. When I say Ram, where this word is heard and where from this word is uttered, the word comes out of the mind. It is heard in the mind. So, the creation and dissolving of that word is in the same spot. In Shiva Sutra, the meaning of mantra is given Chittam Mantra. So when we say here Ram, say any Lord's name, Sri Ram. Sri Ram. You come to know that sound begins from your Anahat Chakra. Sri Ram. it comes out of the mouth, again it is heard by your own ears, it goes back to the same. And when the gap between two sounds is maintained for a longer period of time, then take the first example. Then the river which was flowing in one direction, creating the whirlpools, now that river's flow is arrested by a dam. And when the dam is constructed, the flow of the water stops. In the stagnant waters, there are no whirlpools. For the centripetal movement to happen, you require the water to be moving. Think. Exactly the same way, when we are chanting Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, this is the movement of water in one direction. Why he has not come? He always does like that. But I have to do everything in my mind. I don't know what you know. Many thoughts, many themes, many confusion. Many is reduced to one. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. And thereafter, when we increase the gap between the two thoughts, it is something like the river is now arrested, a dam is constructed. When a dam is constructed, there is nobody born, because there is no whirlpool there. See how effortless you are at peace with yourself. Because the moment you start, don't talk and listen to silence. So don't talk. Sound is not created, Kriya has not happened. Listen to silence, you are listening to the absence of sound. That which is supporting the absence is the real presence. Then the mind dissolves in consciousness. When the river meets the ocean, doesn't make any noise. When an ice cube falls in the waters, dissolves without making any noise. Exactly the same way. When the mind dissolves in the consciousness, that experience cannot be spoken of. It is like this, it is like that. It is like itself. And it is just a knack. It is not a struggle. Like swimming is a knack. Some children learn swimming in one go. And once they learn the swimming, they never forget about it. Exactly the same way. Thereafter, jump into the water without any fear. The same way. Once you dissolve the mind in consciousness, thereafter jump again into this world with the same mind. But now working through the mind and no more working as the mind. Because you are not working by the mind, earlier you have worked on the mind and the mind has dissolved in the pure consciousness. See friends, this is what Jiye Sangati Ne Mati Ramasoni. Therefore, those people who are interested in the worldly things all the time, don't say anything to them, but avoid. There is no interest in that worldly things. But Swamiji is okay for you, you are a sannyasi, but what we can do? I gave you Mahamantra. Anybody asks, Swamiji, how do you like this thing? I don't know. Become dumb. Nobody will ask you any question thereafter. This is such a simple technique. Once, I was in South Africa and I don't know why this happened. But on my ticket, it was shown half ticket. And therefore, they have given me only 15 kilos, no, how much? 15 kilo of weight, luggage weight. And my weight was almost 25 kilos. He said, you have to pay because you are allowed only for half ticket. I said, see, my passport tells I am full. Why it happened? I said, I don't know. Then what should be done? I said, you tell me. Go to the chief officer. I said, okay, I went there. Why you have come? I said, I don't know. He told me come to you. Then he told me, kya ho gaya? This is the thing, he said. No. He is a full man. How can you give half? Give him full. So I got that full plus half. See, the benefit of remaining dumb is more than benefit of becoming smart. See, life becomes very simple. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. The day you take this principle in life, you will be at peace under all conditions. And there are small little things are enough to upset us. And then we are disturbed all the time. And when we are disturbed, we don't like others at peace. See? One lady, she became so angry with me after my lecture. She as if came catching my collar, that's why I don't have collar. See, he said, what is this for you all the time? Be happy, you are teasing us? Get married and show? Be happy. Look at, getting married is a license to become miserable or what? Tathastu. Therefore, Jiye Sangati Ne Mati Ramasodi. Wherever you are disturbed because of anybody or anything, run away. Don't hang around. Don't try to help others in this world. Help yourself. Bhagavan clearly tells, Uddhared Atmanatmanam Natmanam Avasadayet Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu Atmaiva Ripuratmana. Then what will happen to the world? Bhagavan will come himself. Don't worry. Jodha hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. If Bhagavan Krishna was a Bengali, he would have said like this thing. He said, he will come. Don't worry about it. You take care of yourself. But we are worried about what will happen to the world. Recently, in New Zealand only, one old man, he asked me a big question. Please ask Swamiji. He told somebody to ask when he was not there. Therefore, I didn't reply that question. His question was, please ask Swamiji, why Bhagavan Krishna, Ram or something like that are not taking avatar? Something like that are not taking avatar. This is the worst time in the history of humanity when they are going to come. So this simple answer will be, earlier the world was not bad. I don't think it was bad. Later the world will not be bad. I don't think it can be worse than this. Good. Earlier you were there? No. Later you will be there? No. Now the world is bad because you are there. You change. See, the whole Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna told to Arjuna, he has not practiced a single thing what is told by Bhagavan Krishna. We unnecessarily become serious, देखो भगवद गीता कहती है शुचो देशे प्रतिष्ठा पे. Arjuna did not do meditation. He was on the battlefield. Suppose that said Karna comes, excuse me, in meditation. No. He did not do meditation, he did not chant Lord's name, he did not do dharma, he did not do dana, karma, nothing. Then what happened? See friends, the situation of war also did not change. The war happened. Then what was Bhagavad Gita for? Only for one purpose. Arjuna had wrong understanding about his own identity. Correct your identity. The day we correct our identity, we have started working on the mind. And for that, this is the technique given by Samartha Ramdas Swami. Don't get lost in the wrong company. Wrong company is those who are all the time talking about money, 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 money. See? How much money, what will you do with that money? Listen. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Artham anartham bhavaya nityam nasti tataha sukha lesha satyam putradapi dhanam bhajam bhiti. Earning money is a problematic thing. Keeping the money protected from the income tax is more problematic. And worse is when you have to give that money to somebody. See, I hope he doesn't misutilize this money. बाप का पैसा उड़ाने के लिए होता है. He is not for protecting, But his father says, see, I have done so much for you. For what now? See, I'll tell you one experience. This happened in Dehradun. Some teacher's house I was staying. And they had a very big property, very nice bungalow, old type, British type. And a very big compound, about 30-40 lychee trees in that. And a very big crop they used to get. And only one son, Ekameva Dvitiya. And he went to study chartered accountancy to UK. And all the time they were talking only about their son. Our son is like that, our son is like that. Ramayana, Ashoka Ayan was going on, morning, evening. So I had to eat his namak, I had to listen to Acho. Like you listen to me, I listen to you. And the third day, they didn't come for breakfast. So I asked the servant, what I want to breakfast? No, sorry, you take. I said, okay, I come for that. Lunchtime, they were not there. Dinner also, they were not there. I said, everything is okay. He says, Maharaj, you take food. I said, okay. Next day, they came, both of them, red eyes. I said, my God, whole night they were drinking or what? Red eyes. Then they say, Swamiji, we are very, very disturbed. I said, I'll go. No, not that. I don't know why they were disturbed. So they said, our Ashok, he went there for studies. He phoned the other day, we are coming. He went, first person singular, now he is coming, first person plural. How I has become we. And not only that, he said, don't worry, Mummy, after coming to India, we will again get married according to Hindu tradition. That means he already married, no chance for that. Not only that, Swamiji, he said, he is going to settle in UK. He is not going to come back to India. And then there is, Swamiji, you have seen our big bungalow, big house. No, what for it is? It was only for him. He is not coming. Again started crying. I said, Mama, keep cool. I am calling you mother all the time. Hand over everything to me. Artham anartham bhavaya nityam. Money has never given anybody happiness in life. Money is required, but money is not the source of happiness. You are the source of happiness. And that source of happiness is only this simple. Keep the frequency of thought eruptions per second minimum. And how the unwanted thoughts come? Because of the wrong company. So spend some time every day, 3-4 times in a day, anywhere you are sitting, and I'm not telling, sit before God, even on the commode when you are sitting, the best place for meditation. When you sit there, again start. Don't talk, listen to silence. Take this mantra. See, you will have peace. It's very simple, it's not difficult. At this moment, you are God in yourself. God is bliss. You are not happy because of money, because of your position, because of your achievement. You are happy because you have opened your own source of happiness. See, don't have that notion, if I get, then I will become happy. You will never become happy by getting the thing. See, friends, therefore, Jiye Sangati Ne Mati Rama Sodi, that company which takes you away from your goal of, I am not telling something big like spirituality, etc. Simple thing. That which disturbs your happiness, run away. Suppose it is wife. There is a technique for that also. Don't take the wife seriously. The other day, one person went home and knocked the door, and the moment the door was opened by the wife, this husband lifted her and going inside her. She said, "Hey, did Swamiji was romantic today in his lecture or what? What is this you are doing?" "No, he told us we should carry our burden ourselves." This is God realization. Life is extremely simple, friends. We must have seen many people under the disguise of spirituality, meditation, they are doing meditation as if after 10 minutes they are going to be hanged. Karma meditation. No. See, quiet mind is the source of happiness. And a happy person alone can think of God. A miserable person cannot think of God. See? Imagine you have this root canal. With that root canal, you sit for meditation. What will be your mudra? What is this? Sentidental meditation. Not transcendental, sentidental meditation. See? Bhagavan very clearly tells in Bhagavad Gita, Prasade sarvadukkanam hanirasyopajayate prasanna chetaso yashu buddhi paryavatisthate. He who is cheerful and happy, he alone thinks of God. A miserable person cannot think of God. I have 7 daughters. 6 of them found out they are useless fellows and disappeared. The 7th one was horrible. She was not finding out anybody. So I had to struggle. So wherever I go, I went for a funeral party somewhere. And the dead body was burning and all that. We were all sitting there. There was one person next to me. Hey, koi hai kya ladka? Now on that graveyard, people are there for mourning, and my head was full only with the useless daughter. See, friends. So wherever I will go, I will think only about that daughter's marriage, is it not? Exactly the same way. If you are disturbed, miserable, angry, frustrated because of anything, even if you go to the temple, you will not think about God. You will say, God, you are the means and marriage of my daughter is the goal. See? Therefore, the more you remain in this cheerful mood all the time, and further you don't have to do anything. It's the simplest thing. Then alone we are working on the mind. So working on the mind is equal to remaining happy every time. If somebody asks you a question, how are you? You don't have to tell the truth. Because they have done a mistake, you should not take a revenge. You ask many people, you ask, hey, how are you particularly? Never ask this question to old people. If you ask, how are you? Sit down. And then you start. See, this morning when I got up, Swamiji, my ankle got twisted and such a excruciating pain, and the description is so live telecast that you start getting pain everywhere. Don't tell your miseries to the world. World is self-sufficient as regards miseries are concerned. Don't talk about it. See? That because of which you remain cheerful and happy is spiritual practice. Many people have this funny notion. One place after my lecture was over, 2-3 senior people came and said, Swamiji, yes, we do not appreciate jokes in spirituality. Spirituality should be serious, sincere. Because after realization, imagine, spirituality serious affair. Those who are serious, they have misunderstood spirituality. All the great masters lived very happily. They never lived miserable. So, mana je ghadi raghava veena geli jani apuliti tuahani keli raghunayaka veena toshina ahe jagi dakshato lakshalavu nipahe. So he says, any moment you are miserable, you are in hell. Any moment you are happy, you are one with God. See friends, hell and heaven is not somewhere any other place. Now you are in heaven. When you go home, I didn't say why you are laughing at it. See friends, therefore, Je Ghadi Raghava Vinageli means the moment you are miserable, you are in hell. Hell and heaven are only the qualities of our own mind. It is not a place. Like Melbourne is a place. No. It is the quality of the experience. The word technically is Swarga Lok. Lok means an experience. Swarga Loka, Swa means our own self, the divine self. Ga means Gati. He who is one with his divine self, he is in Swarga, and being one with the divine self is being happy. See? Therefore, that moment when you are miserable, immediately understand you have jumped to the hell. One person died and went to hell. And what is the time? Today didn't start my gadi. Is it okay? I could stop here?
10 to 9.
तो 1 घंटा ज़्यादा हो गया क्या? 1 more? 1 minute, 10 minutes. 1 hour, 10 minutes. Then I will tell you tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.